Hi, I'm Guy Cohen. In this very short video clip, I'm going to summarize my unique trading style. There are four components to it. First of all, I look for a chart pattern. The chart pattern that we look for is what's called a flag. It's commonly known as that. It's a consolidation pattern that's preceded by either a rise or a fall. So for our purposes today, let's talk about a stock that has risen and now is going sideways a little bit. So it's forming what we call a bull flag. The second thing we look for, uniquely, is we look to see that that pattern is being backed up by options transactions. Now, in the case of a bull flag, a bullish pattern, we want there to be bullish options transactions over a period of time that are backing up that particular pattern. The third thing we look for is that volume 2 is being constructive in a bullish way as well. So there are three things we look for: the pattern itself, specific. Secondly, what's going on in the options world for that particular stock. I'll go through some stocks with you in just a second. And what's going on with the volume of shares in that stock as well. And all three have to be coordinated together in order for us to have a viable signal. But that's not the end of the story, because what we also need is a trading plan to get in and out safely of each individual trade. So what we look for in a bullish sense, when we're talking about bull flags, is we look for a breakout to the upside. And we are not in the trade unless that breakout has actually happened. So let's just talk about a few stocks that I've been looking at recently that are or are not breaking out as we speak. First of all, Goldman Sachs, a stock that we all know. Goldman Sachs made a recent high of about 168.20. It's been forming a nice pattern recently, bull flag. It's had a positive and constructive OVI. Now, the OVI is my special indicator that shows options transactions as they happen. So a little indicator which goes from a positive of, or maximum of +1 to a minimum of -1, and provided it's in positive territory, I'm interested in the bullish side, provided there's also a pattern and also good volume too. So my OVI indicator on Goldman Sachs has been very positive for quite some time. It's formed a bull flag of sorts. OVI is very positive, and volume, well, volume is not unconstructive with it. However, Goldman Sachs at the moment is not ready to break out, so therefore it doesn't count. But the pattern itself hasn't been bad. It's come off a bit in the last couple of days. Next one in the financials is Morgan Stanley. Now, Morgan Stanley needs to break above $28 for us to get interested. Remember, it has to break out as well. But again, very constructive chart pattern and constructive OVI options transaction behavior as well, and constructive volume too, where we've had a surge of green volume bar, if you like. That's what we look for, a volume bar that's going up and spikes a little bit, which precedes then this sideways consolidation. Morgan Stanley's had that, so have a look at that chart. But at the moment, it's a bit off and not ready to pop either, so it's one to keep your eye on, just like Goldman Sachs. Now, there are three others. First of all is UTX. UTX, United Tech, is right on it right now. Very, very close to the breakout. It needs to kind of get above that 106. It's been hovering about 105.66 recently. Good pattern, good OVI pattern as well, and good volume. All three components coming together. What we now need is a clean breakout to new highs on UTX. A couple of less well-known stocks that just came up in terms of the neatness of their patterns, because when I look at bull flag patterns, I want it to be neat as well. I want it to be nice and easy on the eye. First of all is SSRI, that's Silver Standard. Now, not a stock that I'm familiar with, but it's come out in one of my filters as forming a lovely pattern, very neat, good OVI, but it's come off a bit, so it's not ready to break out at the moment. But just look at the chart and just enjoy the pattern, if you like. And lastly, there's FNV, again, a stock I don't know anything about. It's Franco-Nevada, but again, a great pattern. It's a bit off again at the moment. The breakout point would be well above 45.50. It's been hovering about 45.30. It's off a bit today or recently, so it's not ready to break. But I just wanted to show you those stocks as conducive patterns for our style of trading. So there's Goldman Sachs, take a look at that chart. Take a look at Morgan Stanley. Take a look at UTX, that's right ready. Take a look at SSRI, that's Silver Standard, and take a look at FNV, that's Franco-Nevada. But of all of those, only UTX today, which is the 30th of July, only UTX is hovering right up there, ready to break out. This is Guy Cohen.